They'll be calling you a radical. I want to talk about Fukushima. I want to talk about my event in Manhattan on Saturday, my walk. I want to talk about what's going on in the nuclear disaster, the Department of Energy cartel. First off, before I start explaining some things about who really owns the nuclear apparatus, who owns these nuclear plants, who owns TEPCO. Westinghouse was purchased in the last part of it. Toshiba's been buying up Westinghouse. The irony of this thing, they bought it up in 2010, the fall of 2010, the remaining thing, which the deal's been still going on, clear to 2013. The irony of this happens then. And now why does Toshiba buy Westinghouse when Westinghouse people are still running Toshiba? The same thing. To backdoor American law, to backdoor American policy. The same reason your jobs went to China is you're too ignorant. I want everybody to understand I could give a fuck about a popularity contest here. I don't want the masses. I want leaders, and there's a whole group of you that are created. There is a whole group of leaders. We don't want the masses. That popularity, if you're getting millions of views and tons of, you're a failure. We want leaders because American masses are way too gone. They're too gone. They're social engineer. You can't even have a conversation. Economics, you can't have a freaking conversation. I've been going around everybody asking people what the 3 branches of government are, including professors. They don't know. I mean, this is very real. Ignorance is very real. And I want everybody to explain, just because I had a cordial conversation with Mike Lee, do I agree with anything? I don't agree with anything. He's a financial train wreck. He knows it. I prepped his aide before that question. I could have played I gotcha politics with him and ate his lunch. But I prepped his aide in the morning. I says, look, I'm coming at him and I'm, have him ready. Have him ready, because I don't play that way. Do I respect him? Absolutely, I respect him. More than ever now, because his father's a downwinder. We have to educate them. He's no economist. His free market fairy tales are ridiculous. He's so far out in left field, the Republican Party's completely insane. They're lunatics because they're ignorant. But look at the Democrats, they're just as fucking gone. They're passive fairy tales. No clue. We need leaders because look, it's like this, simply. These guys take these wedge issues on sides and then the solution's right there in front of our face. It's not a choice between nuclear and coal. It is not. And the coal industry's been given a pass just to rape and do anything. They haven't updated their plants in 50 fucking years. And they're not going to. Unless someone makes these fucking evil pieces of shit do it. It's not a debate between them. They're both fucking hideous. Nuclear's 10,000 times worse than coal, and coal's fucking hideous. These stupid fuckers on the left are saying, oh, I fucking clean coal's an oxymoron. I'm on NPR. Shut the fuck up. The answer is the same thing, and it's always been. People have used the sun for their energy source for fucking millions of years. Somebody says, oh, it's only 3%. Bullshit. We've done it. Oh, we're going to have blackouts. San Onofre told us 3 years ago, you shut down San Onofre. They make up 8% of the Western grid. Hottest summer in the history of the Western United States. No black. We're producing well in excess of 100% of energy we even need. People have come back through technology. Solar, we're using solar massively. Fucking, it's not just Germany, California's doing it, the whole country's doing it economically. It's just like economics. They're too ignorant. You can't have conversations with these ignorant fuckers. It's the tail fucking wagging the dog. They fucking want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. That's what they're doing. It's not a choice between raising taxes and cutting fucking services. That's what they want to tell you. The austerity fucking evil fuckers on the one side, the fucking ignorant on the other side. When the fucking answer's plain as day. You can't even have a conversation. The fucking answer's some kind of fucking import duty or tariff. You want to participate in fucking slaves? That's what kills me about morality. People say, oh, you're attacking the morality issue. Americans obviously have no morality. They're walking around with literally blood on their shirts. That's what's going there. The shirtwaist fires when they jump to their death. America had a social conscience then when those girls died. Said, fuck that. We're not going to allow fucking slave owners to exploit labor for our clothing, for our goods. Walmart is the new East India Company. You go for it, fucking Bangladesh. You're walking around with your shit on right now. You participate. It says, oh, Kevin, the fuck I do. I don't buy fucking foreign I don't buy any exploited labor good. Oh, I buy stuff from Italy. Hell yeah. If I could track it down and find out where it's made, and everybody says, well, you can't do that. Oh, really? I buy retro. That's why all my stuff lasts and it's so nice. I buy stuff made in the 50s, including this tripod. The Price-Cooper Act, or Price-Anderson, now there's a Freudian slip, is the most evil thing that ever happened to this country. The DOE, the Department of Nuclearism, you want to talk free market, you free market fairy tales? The nuclear scene would not exist. It's not clean, it's the filthiest, mass murdering, dirty. You gotta mine the fucking uranium, you gotta moxie the fucking fuel. It's the dirtiest, it's 1,000 times dirtier than fucking coal. You fucking, that's the left fucking ridiculous fucking ignorance on NPR bullshit. And the far right fucking right. Free market, when Greenspan slashing the Fed. Look, Toshiba owns Westinghouse. The reason they did it is still Westinghouse running it, so they don't have to fucking fit into American fucking law. That's how they've done everything, just backdoor it. It's this fucking cartel. I'll give you their names and addresses. The answer is tariffs and duties, which it's always been. Oh, what a radical fucking idea. Okay, we had the fucking Constitution 226 years old. Then the Bill of Rights. Oh no, Constitution. Then the Tariff Act of 1789. Then the Bill of fucking Rights. Yeah, I mean, you know, Mike Lee claims to be a constitutional scholar. They pick and choose. I love how they pick and choose the redistribution of wealth. He went on a whole lecture before that about the free market and slashing food stamps and fucking welfare. And I called to his attention. I didn't turn on the camera until after I was rolling. I called to his attention the county we live in right here. The #1 employer by far is the federal government. No one's even close. We hate the government. We hate the government. But I work for the fucking government. I mean, this throw the baby out with the bathwater is such ridiculous. And I understand politicians have to get elected, and it is representative government, and they're no more ignorant than their fucking populace. And all you people that sit out and say, oh, fuck the Illuminati, oh, the fucking oligarchs, oh, the fucking these politicians have to get it. No. They're no more ignorant than you are. You are the fucking problem. It's America. We don't want the fucking masses. When you show up there, it'll be calm, cool. This is a time for us to meet up and organize. That's what this is. We're going to meet, we're going to organize, we're going to create plans. Because I'm in this fight to win this fucking fight. I'm not in this fucking fight like Helen Caldecott, like fucking, I love her, but I'm not in this fight like Arnie Gunderson can't pick a side. I'm not in this fight like fucking Chris Busby, like so many fucking whatever with a fucking agenda. I don't have a fucking agenda. I'm not in this fight for money. I'm not writing fucking books. I'm not fucking out on the public. Maybe some fucking day I'll fucking do a fucking speech for fucking $3.35 so I could fucking pay fucking go buy me a fucking snap card. I mean, these guys are having a debate about this. It's fucking obscene. There are no fucking jobs. Why are there no jobs? The same reason the Price-Cooper Act. And remember this. The Supreme Court is totally illegitimate. There's the problem. The Bush-Gore theft, and you know, Gore's a piece of dog shit, just like Bush is a piece of fucking, that phony piece of shit. Oh, energy cut back when I build a fucking, you know, a house that uses $7,000 with an energy a fucking month. You know, there's a good reason Tipper divorced the phony, creepy fucker. I understand he's related to Burr, too. Fucking creep, punk motherfucker. But he stole the election. And here's the biggest implication of the theft of the election. Simply, the Supreme Court. It would be 6-3. The Supreme Court is illegitimate. They're a political apparatus. They're a political arm of the court, which it was set aside not to be that. So it has no power. Not my words, Justice Breyer's words. It's totally illegitimate. And in the future, every single case they have tried will be reversed because they are illegitimate. Because Alito and Roberts, and by the way, Mike Lee was a staffer for Alito. Alito hires all out of BYU law. They're not dumb people. They're intelligent people. Karl Rove thesis. So, but I don't play that way. I play in an intelligent way. We don't want the masses. The masses are too far gone. They're too ignorant to save themselves. But they're affecting me. This is organization. That's what we're going to do at Washington Square. And there's a very good reason we're going there, and I'll explain why we're going there. Because it's not about things that you want and you wish. It's about things that work. Because I'm in this fight to win this fight. And we're going to win this fucking fight. In the past, environmentalists or whatever they were, as Ross Perot says, it's not about, what did he say? Whoosh! Oh, was he right. Economic theory and practice means everything. We had tariffs up to 1994. Perot's words were true. They have serious implications, but you can't even have a conversation. So we're going to do it for them. We got to lead these donkeys to fucking the trough, and we got to shove their fucking heads in it and make these fuckers drink, because they're killing us. We can't live abstractly, the jet stream. Fucking nuclear is the biggest fucking evil cartel of bastards that ever lived, and they would not exist if it was not for the fucking Congressional Act, which has been fucking... The Supreme Court refuses. They're afraid of them. They folded under the Patriot Act. They're an evil, evil fucking cabal of evil. And who fucking are they? You, through your taxpayer. We're going to plan. We're going to meet there. I don't give a fuck if 2 people fucking show up. I'm not here for a popularity fucking contest. And if you don't fucking believe I'm going to pull this off, you fucking watch me. Don't underestimate me. Do not underestimate me. I'm going to do this with intelligence, post-ignorance. I don't need a drum and I don't need a fucking gun. All I need is my fucking brain, my back, and my ambition. That's what we're gonna organize, we're gonna talk, and we're gonna create some plans, and we're going to do this. We're gonna take this nuclear cabal down, and we're gonna take this country fucking back to what it was. Really, not teabagger back, or the fairy tale idealism. We funded this country clear up into 1916 without tax, tariffs. We had tariffs in 1994 until you realize the economic theories and the economic practices of fucking Bill Clinton, who betrayed us, and the fucking Newt Gingrich's contract on America failed us. The same reason that nuclear has failed us, until we come out of denial and realize, and the ignorant fucking masses will get nowhere with them. But we don't need them. We need leaders. Stay tuned.